Hello, and welcome to another Common Sense Linux video. In this one, we'll be installing Q4OS with the Trinity desktop. Pop your live USB into your computer, fire it up, and let's get busy. Click on the Install Q4OS icon. It'll bring up the installer. Pick your language. Click Next. Pick your time zone. Click Next. Pick your keyboard layout and next, and it takes you to 4 selections of what kind of install you want. There's basic, which is essentially what you put on the live USB. There's the desktop, which is the full tilt install. There's the live option, which just clones your live USB to the drive with all the changes that you've made. And then pure, which is for experts only. It basically just puts the basic operating system on. You pick and choose everything else. If you've made changes, you'll want the live USB. Next is selecting which drive to install to. Here we want to be very careful. You'll see the installer has recognized 2 drives. We're going to use the terminal to see what drives are available and be sure that the installer has picked up the correct ones. On TDE, the terminal is console, and I'll fumble around here and find out where it is in the menu. Click on console, and when it comes up, type in lsblk and hit enter. Gives us a listing of the drives that are attached to the computer. You'll notice that instead of C, D, or E as in Windows, Linux denotes the drives as SDA, SDB, SR0. Let's check back with the installer. It sees an SDA and it sees an SDB. Now the SDB has a SDB1 in the terminal window, but we want to use SDA. So make sure that it's highlighted and selected. Click Erase. Then Next. Then you'll be asked for your name. Notice that the installer uses parts of your name for the username. You can adjust it if you want to. Name for your computer. You can accept the default or adjust it. Then you'll be asked for a password. This is your user password. Type it in twice. If you make a mistake, the installer will let you know. Below are 2 check boxes. One says to use the same password for the administrative account. I recommend you uncheck that and type in a separate password for the super user, the administrator. When you do that, click Next. Make sure that you secure both of these passwords and keep them safe. Then you'll get a summary of what's going to be done. Review it carefully. Be sure it's exactly what you want. If everything is okay, click the Install button. After clicking the Install button, the installation will begin, and it'll display a progress bar across the bottom of a window that shows a slideshow showing the features of Q4OS. If you want to see what's going on behind the scenes, click on that little toggle log button down there beside the progress bar. It'll show you the things that are going on in the background. If you want to get back, just hit that button again. When it's finished, it says all done. If you notice, the clock in the lower right took about 9 minutes. Click done, and the computer will notify you of some programs that it's closing down, and eventually it will tell you at the bottom of this screen to remove the installation medium and hit enter. And you can see that message down here at the bottom of this black screen with the white characters on it. When you remove the medium, hit enter, the computer will reset itself and bring you back to the first run of your install. If you have installed Q4OS onto what used to be the Windows drive, when your computer reboots, it should boot directly into Q4OS. If you've installed Q4OS to an external drive, you'll probably have to do the boot menu key dance and select Q4OS from the boot menu. If you've done a dual boot, may the Lord be with you, you should see a menu to choose which OS to boot to, Windows or Q4OS. Eventually, if you have chosen to log in each time, you'll be taken to the login screen. Enter your username and your password. And hit enter. This will take you eventually to the desktop. You'll encounter the deal about changing the screen size and be congratulated for your success. You'll also get a welcome screen, which you can go through now or you can access it later on. We'll skip it here, and I'll resize the screen so you can see better in the video, if I can find the program to do it. I'll get there eventually. There it is. Okay, we'll make this screen a bit larger so you can see what's going on. Now, you're going to want to add another web browser because the default one, Conqueror, is not to everyone's liking. So, let's go to the Install Applications menu entry and do some additions. If you did a full desktop installation, you probably will be able to skip this step. If you did the live install and had added another browser before installation, then this step may not be necessary either. If you want to, if you installed the live and want to get the whole desktop install, now's the time to do it. Click on the desktop profiler, choose the full featured desktop option, and it will install everything. Well, not everything, a lot of stuff. If you want to pick and choose, just go down the list here and decide which ones you want to install. Remember that the ones with the blue check mark have already been installed. And that's it. You're off and running. Now you have Q4OS running the Trinity desktop installed. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.